What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing another Manchester City daily transfer update. Remember, they're rolling out throughout all of the January winter transfer window for you guys to enjoy. So if you want to stay up to date first and fast on YouTube with all the latest Manchester City transfer news this winter, make sure you have subscribed to my channel. That would be much appreciated. Social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. TikTok link in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. Leave a thumbs up as well, that'd be much appreciated. 300 likes is the aim. Also, don't forget as well to let me know what you think of these transfers in the comments below. And finally, this video is sponsored, like all of my January winter transfer updates, and it is brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped very kindly provided me a discount code for you guys. It is code JSGC. If you use that at checkout, that will give you 20% off your basket. Manscaped's link is in the description if you want to go and check them out. They very kindly sent me here the new Lawnmower 4.0, which you can go and cop. They've just released the latest edition of a beard trimmer as well. You can go and check that out. You can go and get yourself 20% off. Use code JSGC at checkout and you'll get 20% off. Links and details, they are in the description. So let's crack on with this video. We're going to start off first with some contract news, and following on from yesterday's story about Julian Alvarez, we've got the very latest on him. And as I said yesterday, and it has been backed up by Veronica, Brunati, discussions are now underway between Manchester City and Julian Alvarez. They have claimed that discussion had taken place before the World Cup, and it's going to be a big pay rise for Julian. Now, Chiringuito TV said that talks started yesterday on the basis of good form, is what I was presuming from the World Cup. However, Man City being impressed with what they've seen so far, and further added to it an impressive World Cup campaign by Alvarez with Argentina. Man City wanting to tie down one of their brightest, most upcoming prospects in the centre forward in Julian Alvarez. Now, Jack Guaghan, reliable with Manchester City information, says talks will start in the summer, not now. And so we're getting a battle of sources here of when discussions are going to take place, whether they've already taken place over the last 24 hours or so, or they're going to wait until the end of the season to start discussions. Now, Jack Guaghan, reliable with Manchester City news, saying end of the season. However, El Chiringuito TV saying talk started yesterday, and further backed up by Veronica, Brunati as well. El Chiringuito TV, pretty reliable when it comes to South American news and South American football players. So we will see who is correct. I'd presume that if Alvarez signs a contract before the end of the season, then it's El Chiringuito TV that are correct. If a contract ends up getting signed in the summer, then Jack Guaghan, reliable Manchester City news, is spot on there with the information. Now, moving on to the outs, we've got a big update on Ilkay Gundogan, and rumours of him leaving Manchester City in the summer are not going away, and they're not going away because he's still yet to sign a new contract at Manchester City. The very latest on that is Gundogan still keen on signing a new deal at Manchester City. However, I was under the impression that talks were going to be taking place this month for that to happen, because other clubs from around Europe that aren't based in England or in the Premier League can hold discussions with Ilkay Gundogan from January 31st, which is less than 6 months left on his contract at Manchester City, which means other clubs can hold discussions with Gundogan, offer him a pre-contract agreement, and he can sort out his long-term future. So Man City don't really have long, and other clubs, you mark my words, around Europe will be holding discussions with Ilkay Gundogan about trying to sign him in the summer for free as well. And what Mike McGrath at the Telegraph been reporting makes absolute sense, that Barcelona have serious interest in Ilkay Gundogan. We already know their transfer policy. They cannot afford Bernardo Silva. They can only afford to bring players in on free contracts as long as it suits their wage structure. And that's exactly what Barcelona are going to look to do here with Ilkay Gundogan. It might be a little bit of a pay decrease for Ilkay Gundogan. However, there could be long-term kind of stability there for him in terms of a contract, because if Barcelona are willing to offer him 3-4 years, then that is offering Ilkay Gundogan his future for the next 3 to 4 years, whereas Manchester City might only be willing to give him a 1 or a 2 year extension. So he's settled in Manchester. He wants to stay at Manchester City, but I'm not entirely sure that Manchester City are going to keep hold of Ilkay Gundogan or not. And if it ends up coming to the need of a player sale, if Bernardo Silva ends up staying at Manchester City, and there aren't many clubs out there that can afford him, then Gundogan might be the player that ends up leaving to make some room in the squad to bring a top-class central midfielder in, including potentially making a move for Jude Bellingham in the summer. Now, moving on to the ins, we've got all the very latest here on Maximo Perrone. Now, Cesar Louis Merlo, who's been reporting a lot about this transfer on Twitter, has said there has, in the last 24 hours, been a big breakthrough in talks between Manchester City and Velez Sarsfield, who Maximo Perrone plays for. Now, he says that the transfer is now a step closer to being achieved, and the fee is above his release clause of 8 million euros, and that has been agreed between City and Velez. It does mean that Manchester City, rather than paying in one lump sum of £6.64 million, are instead going to be paying a little bit more, but they'll be able to break down them payments and either do payments in instalments. So they might be paying, for example, maybe 8 to 10 million pounds, but they can pay 3 or 4 million pounds up front and then 3 or 4 million pounds in 12 to 18 months, and Man City can work it on their structure to handle their finances to give Man City a little bit more money. Man City may also have this on a deal with bonuses, where Man City might pay a smaller fee than the £6.64 million up front and instead end up paying £4 or £5 million, but included on that could be some bonuses instead. Achievable bonuses, which you'd presume would be him making it at Manchester City and in the first team squad, and potentially even a sell-on fee. So don't automatically start thinking Man City have been ripped off and they should have just paid the release clause. Man City have obviously had a good look at the deal and decided that that is better for business for Manchester City, and also works for Velez because potentially they could get more money as well. Doesn't mean that they're going to, but they may. Man City may have got this on a cheaper deal if he doesn't end up making it at Manchester City. As I just said, it makes sense from a business point of view. Now, Fabrizio Romano has confirmed agreement is in place between Manchester City and Velez Sarsfield, and it is above the release clause. He's given it the here we go, the transfer is happening, and it will be confirmed in February after the Sudamericano Sub-20, which is taking place and finishing in February. So sometime in February we will see Maximo Perrone become a Manchester City player and link up with the squad. Will it be in the first team squad or will it be in the EDS? That remains to be seen, but I'm excited to see what he can do. Now, moving on to the final transfer of this video, and it comes in the form of an update on Khvicha Kvaratskhelia. I've butchered his name, I apologise. I should probably learn how to say his name because I'm expecting Man City's interest to be intensified on this player over the next coming months. So the Mail have said that Manchester City are monitoring Napoli winger Khvicha Kvaratskhelia. He's a decent player. He would be very expensive, I would presume, and I am not convinced at all, no matter who reports this. I just cannot believe to myself that Manchester City are prepared to talk and go into negotiations once more with Napoli after what happened with Jorginho and Kalidou Koulibaly. We've had it twice, and twice it's failed. I don't see City going for a third time at Napoli to try and bring in Kvaratskhelia, but I might be wrong. He's a decent quality player and definitely a kind of player that Manchester City should be looking towards if they're trying to improve on wingers. The problem I have with transfers is Man City aren't going to be spending big on two players this summer because financially it's just not going to make sense. And if they are serious about bringing Jude Bellingham in, it's going to be a deal that's either going to be close to or above £100 million. So unless we're going to have big player sales, I don't see two big transfers with a massive fee. And Kvaratskhelia, I've got a feeling, is going to be a very, very big fee. You know what it's like with attackers and how much money it costs. If they've not got release clauses and there's interest from other European clubs, which there is, then Napoli here, City's name could be used to try and get Napoli or Kvaratskhelia some more more money from either Napoli or from another club, or Napoli trying to get a bigger fee from somebody else. I'm not too sure if it'll be City or not. It'll be interesting if they do go into negotiations. It does mean we'll go into an immediate saga that will last approximately 4 to 6 weeks before Man City move on to an alternative as things collapse after things get close for around 4 weeks and JSGC has to deal with sources such as Calcio Mercato once more. But, you know, it's all part of the fun and games. I'm tired, but I can't wait. Why not? Why not? So there we go. They've been the transfer stories for today. As I said, daily Manchester City transfer updates coming throughout all of the January winter transfer window. So if you want to stay up to date first and fast on YouTube with all the latest Manchester City transfer news, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Very close now to 28,000 subscribers. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, email also in the description too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries, do leave a thumbs up too if you do enjoy this video. 300 likes once more is the aim. Do let me know your thoughts of these transfers in the comments below. TikTok link if you want to go and follow me on there, that is in the description. And finally, a big thank you to Manscaped for sponsoring today's video. This video is brought to you by Manscaped.com, the premium global brand for men's grooming and hygiene products. Manscaped provide the best tools, equipment and liquids for every body part. They have been kind enough to send me the new Lawnmower 4.0. The Lawnmower 4.0 is a cordless trimmer with a wireless charging system, providing 90 minutes on one full charge on the lithium-ion battery. The trimmer has LED lights on the front to show battery life and also on the trimmer for a more precise shave. Ceramic blades with skin-safe technology are provided to help reduce nicks and cuts. 4 trimmer guard options are also available to customize your hair length. The Lawnmower 4.0 is waterproof, allowing for easy cleanup. A new travel lock feature is built in to prevent vibrations whilst on the go. So come and join me and 2 million other men worldwide who trust Manscaped when it comes to keeping yourself clean and tidy. Use code JSGC for 20% off and free worldwide shipping. Thank you very much to Manscaped for sponsoring this video. Go and check them out. Links and details in the description. Remember, code JSGC will give you 20% off, and I'll see you all again tomorrow for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.